شلام عليكم خزيانا مغبى بشينا بيوخن دخت يطيتو أخنن كل دانا يقود خرزة بريشة من خزمارة لو خزمرتا خمن دي رابا نورمال إنا خرزة إيديو إيلي خدشا بريشة من دنخينة وبإيلي خزمارة مشو خلبة من دنخينة تبقتت إيديو إيلا من خزمارة تليلي آتورايا ويخيق وأطرت بورتوريكو وبورتوريكو دخت يطيتو ليلي أطرن إينا هم يزامر ويهمزم بليشانا آتورايا بشينا بيوخ دانيال لويس ريفيرا من أطرة بورتوريكو.
السلام عليكم.
دانيال ما صدت هاقتلن وهاقتلو قبرجانا ميقرة آتي مانيت وإيك دبرية وإيك قيمة.
موديلي تاريخ دخاي. أنا إيوان دانيال ريفيرا، أنا بورتوريقايا إيوان، وأنا مساوتم قال اللشانة صورة خدش صورة لرابا أنا كل يوم أنا كل الباتة أنا بتقرأ أنا قراءة من لشانة صورة برابا مخبي خوراني أطوراي جو كل الدنيا جو فيسبوك إلي و push كل يوماني أنا مسوتم بخيلة مرة أنا مسوتم صورة push spy كل يوماني.
بس مجانوخ مودي لبولخانة ديوخ what do you work with؟
شغل دي أنا موسيقارة even أنا اتلي ماسترز ديجري بخخمت لشانوتا بمدرسة بورتوريكو UPR RP which is the University of هايلة بمدرسة أترانايا de بورتوريكو و بمدرسة أترانيتا de بورتوريكو sorry بخلي and I actually studied my bachelor's degree, my BA, Italy bachelor's degree من Conservatory of Music of Puerto Rico, بمدرسة موسيقى de Puerto Rico. جو خخمتا د موسيقى جو ساكسفون.
اوكي.
انا مزانفن ساكسفون عودادة اكاردون و انا مزانفن شفيفا ارمينيايا و خدشة دودوك ارمينيايا it's been a while since I don't play the duduk or the shaviva, but I actually do, and I love those instruments. You know, especially musiqa the aturaye, the urmia salamas.
دانيال إيمن شريلوخ بايقة ملت أتوريتا وخبق ميوزك أتوراي إيمن شريله.
How did I know Assyrians? It's all right. The thing is, خالتي اتلي دخلتها هي خايتلا جو خدون مخايدة أمريكا جو شيكاغو إلى بخدون مخايدة شيكاغو إلى حتى آترا دا آتور حتى مات أشور بخدون مخايدة شيكاغو إلى 1 million Assyrians 5 million آتوراي خيلة جو مدينة شيكاغو approximately that's what they say. So خالتي بورتوريكيتا خاتد يمي هي خيتلا جو شيكاغو فيرتلا كجورة ألمانيايا أمريكايا وأنه اتلي جيراني أتوراي جو شيكاغو جو متفا the Gurney Illinois اتلي رابع جيراني أتوراي خيلي رابع قربة من أني أني أتوراي إلى إلى من ملة التياري من العراق وأب من سوريا ومن من هكاري عشيثة باز تياري وإلى أتوراي دمدنخا ومساوت لشان سودايا لشان سودايا تيرايا you know, my Khalti's neighbors, they're very good friends of my aunt. So, you know, so through that connection, I became acquainted, you know, with Assyrians, with Mardutha Atureta, Musiqa de Aturaye. So that's how I came.
So everything started.
The culture, yes.
Everything started with the Khaltuch.
Yes, precisely.
Okay.
And also because I've been playing the oud, the Audada, the oud, since I was in my teenage years, and you know, I was always playing lots of Armenian and Greek music, and through Armenian and Greek music, I came to Assyrian music, because they are, you know, they are sister cultures. They are, you know, Mshichaye, Yunanaye, Armeniaye, Aturaye, ile Marduthe, Chatzvate, ile Marduthe, Chatzvate, metul ile Marduthe, Mshichaye, Alma Madinchaya. So, you know, that history is intertwined in the three cultures, and the music also, you know, especially on the Armenian side, is lots of shared melodies, lots of shared musics, and that's the, you know.
When did you start to love the Assyrian history?
Tariq Atur.
Tashitat Aturaye.
Yes, I actually got interested in history because since I was a child, I was always reading history, and I was always, you know, constantly reading and inquiring about things. You know, my Yimmi Ubabi Asyevat, they're doctors, you know, health professionals. You know, Bobby is a pulmonologist and Yimmi is a psychologist. So they're health professionals, and they always. My house was surrounded with books. You know, Araba Kitavate, Gubethan Araba Kitavate Etlavan. And so, you know, reading a lot, and I was always fascinated with the history of the Middle East, you know, Mardutha, the Nashe, the Madincha, كل Mardutha, the Nashe, the Madincha, Mardutha, the Yunanaye, Armeniaye, Arabaye, Kurdaye, Yehudaye, Turkaye, Op, Aturaye. مثل بكل أمتايوتي ده علمة مدنخية عاطر إلى أمتدشور إلى أمتيوتا قادمايا. It was the first one. You were the first, culture, the first civilization still in existence in the area. Your civilization spans 8,000 years or more, perhaps. And that you have given lots of things to the world. You have given Ashuraye ile bnei the Ashuraye ile bnei the Dargush tet Mardutha, as your national anthem Karum Rama says.
It's amazing to hear you speak Assyrian that good. It's really good when you spell the Assyrian words so good, actually.
Just a little bit. I'm just learning little by little. I'm learning, and lots of friends, lots of Assyrian friends. I oftentimes, most of them, they live in Chicago, and I contact them by phone number or by Facebook. Every night I'm chatting and practicing the language. Also, there's a very distant cousin of mine, Isandra Rivera. She's a writer and a poet, and also from Bet Midrash, Puerto Rico, and she's a distant cousin of mine, Isandra Rivera. She's going to get married to an Assyrian guy, by the way. These days,
that's beautiful.
And, his name is last name is Khoshaba, from Iraq, from Dora, actually. So they're going to get married in a few months, and I'm going to be playing at the wedding here in Puerto Rico, and hopefully they're going also in the United States, where they're also going to be getting married as well over there. So I send my salutations. Rabba Shlama وتحنياتي خاتي إساندرا ريفيرا وخونا وسام بطرس خشابة برابة مخبة من Puerto Rico. So I send my salutations to them and also to everyone else. So
we wish them all happiness in their lives.
آمين. بشمة ماريم يشم شيخة رابا خدوتا ورابا شلامة, and all good things to them. Yes.
Ja. قد يطيت بتمودخ همزومة هدية بشمخ خزمرتا بلعزة مدن خايا من دانيال.
تركس لي مغبتات شامني وقال خليا تازرينا نبساخ وقمقا صدري بليا قط بحرين أغلبي بتشبرخ الوجد يماني شب القار يومي يومان داين خشياني مرملي سبطاخ مطللي تبقى لخشليا خدنا مارشلي مخكبة أرصاد رخشليا وللي داناتوخ بتقولي غاب الصداني بتقويا خرق دمتا يولبي ما أنساني لا شقلي دني بنوشي بتمغرم ببريوتا بتخيل يغلماني تغرلوني ومران سلطا ما تقلان يمشتي يو دنيا دا سدوتا أبشران شغياتي أنتلان زادوتا وشرا لمهانه سزجران بحسنيوتا بسقمو شفاكبات بدنيا قربوتا كركسلي مخبتا شامله وقواخليا تزري لا نبسخ يوم قا صدر باليا
بس مرابا دانيال بس مجانوخ دانيال بيخ يطخ من إيمن شريط اليابا لشانا عطورايا.
Like I've been 5 years or so learning Assyrian, about 4 years. خمسة أربعة شدني. Actually, it's little by little, more and more, and I'm learning the language and the structures, of course, and something that helps a lot is that I took 1 semester of Arabic at the university, and I'm also learning Hebrew. Since I knew a little bit of Hebrew and Arabic, it helped me in a certain way to pick up the Assyrian language. And speaking Assyrian has helped me in turn to speak better Hebrew and Arabic, because أن لساني إلى لساني خطباتي. It's through sister languages, Arabic, Surit, Hebrit, لساني الشمياء إلى, and this Semitic languages. So there.
Daniel, do you have a lot of Assyrian friends?
Yes, in real life, and also even more so in Facebook, because I've added the friends of my friends. So your Facebook اتلي رابا مش خوراني عطراية مثل اتلي خوراني خوراني. I've got the friends of the friends whom I've added in Facebook, and I've been contacting them also and befriending them, and actually it's it's a good experience to learn the language and learn about the culture and learn about the history and civilization, the music and everything else.
هدية بشمخ خزمر تخيتا بلأزة مع رواية.
مرقو مرن الحلو حمرو مدقو سيودو كرشقو من يرثو مرحبو
بس سيمرا بدانيال بس مجانوخ شميلوخن كميو بسمتا وسودنتا خيا جانوخ دانيال خبقارا دانيال بيخيطخ have you written any of your own Assyrian songs or any other songs?
All right, and so I've got to, I have this fondness for composing tangos. Some of them in Spanish, others in English, a few in French as well, but I've got a few in Assyrian too. So this is actually one of them. This is actually a birthday gift for a friend of mine. I composed it a few years ago. Her name's Maureen Shabila. She's from Shaklawa, and this was actually a birthday gift I composed for her. And it goes like this. Let's see if I can remember the lyrics. عيناتك كمئلة تركخ بدش شماينة تبوخي مورين شمخ إلي خدس بتر سفواتي على هذي مورين يا ملخ تشبرتا يا براتا خليتا دبت نهارين إلى نورا أبردسا إلى الشمشة أدرسا ملك العلم يا مورين إلى نورا أبردسا إلى الشمشة من أدرسا ملك العلم يا مورين يد يوم إلى يوم تيردخ يوم تسخن تضرب إيدك شبرخ إذا تبرشتخ من كل شيء خاتي جوان قصي مورين يديومان بتمس إلي أكل شمشة كاوا ردق من شكلاوا مزيادة بتعوا مرت تزاون بلبلادي يخلط بثلطة لبي شاخنة بصدر بلالي حرير داوت نوشي طرق يسلي ختم وخبتا يا رتب شكت برختا يا برد أخبر ديناتي وبرتت غلبدي عينا تحكي بإيمة اسمك خدش شماية تبوخي موری شمخی لختسلوها اسواتي الأرهادي مورين يا مرخت شبرتا يا مرات خليتا تبث نهرين لنورا أبردسا شبردسا الكي العلم يا مورين إيبت نورا أبردسا إيبت شبردسا الكي العلم يا مورين
بس ما جانوخ دانيال خيا جانوخ. I have to ask you, what impresses you most about Assyrians?
What impresses me most about Assyrians? It's actually so many things. I mean, what would the world be without Assyrians? Let's think of it. You invented practically everything that we have nowadays. I mean, let's think of it. We would not be speaking right now through through Skype here, the camera, with all these advanced technologies based on, I'm not a good mathematician, but, based on several, numerical series of algorithms and logarithms, and if it weren't because your ancestors actually started playing with numbers and little by little building a mathematical knowledge and a scientific knowledge on the elements and everything else that eventually brought human technology to this point. I mean, so the reason, if and Leitlan Aturaye, Leitlan Technologia, Leitlan, we don't have anything. We would not have anything if your ancestors would not have been given all these first steps in technology and mathematics and everything else. So yes, just think of it. I mean, you have given so much to human culture in general, so it would be, and the tenacity that the Assyrians have, even in surviving, even amidst the worst circumstances, the worst human circumstances imaginable, after so many genocides, 72 almost continuous genocides, the last, 2 millennia or so. It's quite a lot. You have a very strong resilience of survival. The Assyrian people have lost everything, but they have the capacity of gaining everything again. And that's something that I admire. As the late Donnie George said, it's like Assyrians are like a spring of pure water. You cut it in a place, it starts growing in another place, on another side. And that resilience, that you are the people that refused to die. You always refuse to die. You're strong people. You have survived. You have eked out a living in the most horrible conditions, sometimes the most precarious, of poverty, slavery, genocide, zimmitude, being treated as a second-class citizen, third-class citizen in one's own native land. That's something incredible. All the things you've been through, but yet you are here. We are celebrating, the culture of Assyria and the music and the language, and that is what amazes me. That after 6,000 years, you are still here with us, and it's a beautiful experience to have. It's an honor for me to talk to Assyrians, such an ancient people with such a beautiful culture, such a vibrant music and language and everything else. Yes.
Daniel, are you going to celebrate the Assyrian New Year? Akito, Chab Nisan?
Yes, actually, well, I don't have any Assyrians here, with me in, the area where I live in Puerto Rico, at least. But I'm going to send my best salutations for Chab Nisan to all, Tachniate, B'Chab Nisan, B'Eidet Akitu, Kulli Aturaye, the Kulli Alme, B'Chdonim Chaydet America, بلاتين أمريكا بأوروبا بعلما مدن خي عطرت بيت نهرين مات أشور روسيا أرمينيا جورجيا Yunnan, all the world, to all India, because there's an Assyrian community in Kerala and South India as well, and everywhere where there are Assyrians, Australia, New Zealand. I'm going to be sending my salutations to all of you, and lots of happiness, and may the Akitu bring good health and a renewal, like spring, a renewal of all the good things in life, a rebirth, a transformation of our spirits and minds and bodies and everything for the best, for the most positive, for the highest, So, may the Lord bless you all, and, in the name of Lord Christ, may He keep you. That's the important thing.
Daniel, you know what's happening to all Assyrians in Atra, in Iraq and Syria. Everybody knows and what they're going through because of the war in the Middle East. Do you have something to tell them, a message maybe? And what do you think about the things that's happening to the Assyrians?
I believe it's very sad. It's very sad, and oftentimes, even sadder still is that there are people in the world that actually don't know what's happening to Assyrians, and oftentimes, human greed, in economic terms, in the love of money, the love of power, it's really sad because it destroys the good things in this world. Assyria, right now Assyria is occupied by Daesh, by the Iraqi Kurdistan, by Turkey, by even Syria, western, northeast Syria is actually Assyria, in many ways, and still occupied in a certain way.
Have you ever thought of visiting Assyria?
Someday, especially, right now, of course, the circumstances are difficult, because of the several reasons of what is happening right now, the war and everything else. And that's why, I want to give my salute of solidarity to all the Assyrians who are over there, in Atret Ashur. And my heartwarming, my warmest salutations from the heart, and a very happy Akitu, and to tell them that, that there are people here in the West, non-Assyrians, Nachraye, such as myself, who love the Assyrian people, who etlan raba mkhubbe qa mardusa daturaye qa qanashe aturaye qa musiqa ulishana suret that there are people that care. There are, many people actually care and love about your culture, and are reading and thinking critically about what's really going on in your narrative, and we, many of us who hope that someday you shall be free. You shall have a liberated land. A state of your own. Bachilet Mara. Many of us are praying for that you can have your liberation, as every other people has the fundamental right, the fundamental human and civil rights of being, liberated and being in charge of your own destiny. And that's my prayer to God. Bachilet Mara, بشمت مارن عيش مشيخة.
بخيلت على شميلة قالوخ. You can play something for us now?
Yes, all right. One of the since I played the oud, and the mazan v'n odada, and one of the first Assyrian pieces that I learned was actually a sheikhani, an Assyrian sheikhani that was popularized by the late oud master, the late Armenian oud master. What's his name? I forgot. John Bilazikian. He was actually Armenian, but he also played lots of Assyrian and Greek music as well on the oud. And he actually, whilst he was alive, Alaha Manechle Yonoro Perdesa. He was actually, very much involved in rescuing all these old repertoires, of all the peoples of the former Ottoman Empire, Assyrians included. And this is one of the pieces that he actually played of the Assyrian repertoire, which is a sheikhani. So it's just like this.
بسي مرابا دانيال بس مجانوخ خيا جانوخ. Thank you ميقرا دانيال لويس ريفيرا تشرك لخ منن جو خرزة إديو هاود بسي مرابا وتلن هيوي اتقالا منت منخ خزيان الميقرا أو خرزة إديو من دانيال ريفيرا هاود بسي مرابا.